this weekend, only on BBC World News.
This little smart card is promising free healthcare for over 300 million poor households in the country. But what's behind the success of the social welfare scheme? I'll be finding out from the northern Indian state of Haryana.
And I've been finding out how deep China's ties with India are and what it can tell us about their relationship in the future.
Well, it's not just the issue of water that's playing on people's minds. How do you make sure a social scheme is successful in a country the size of India? There have been many healthcare programs that have been rolled out here, but so far none of them have found success, except for perhaps the latest one. It's a government effort and it seems to be working. It's got $1 billion behind it and it gives India's poor smart cards to use for hospital care. Shilpa Cannon has been looking at the business model behind this scheme from Haryana.
35 years old Chandraban is a farm labourer earning less than $3 a day. He and his family line up to get a biometric identity card under the National Health Insurance Program. For less than $1, this card makes the family eligible for life and disability cover and health benefits. Like the Bhan family in the Uncha Manjra village in the northern Indian state of Haryana, most families are too poor to afford health care.
We have seen others in our village get free treatment because of this card. 2 of my children need urgent eye operations, which I can now afford. It is a lifesaver for my family.
The biggest change that this card has brought about is that it has put money in the hands of people. So no hospital, public or private, can afford to ignore even the poorest of patients. A card insures a family for 30,000 rupees or a little over $600. And with over 300 million below the poverty line households in the country, that means huge potential. For hospitals, it means that more patients come in with money to spend, and for insurance companies, it simply means a wider client base. It is the first welfare scheme to rope in both public sector insurance companies like National Insurance and private insurers like ICICI Lombard.
We pay the insurance companies on the basis of the number of smart cards that they issue. So they are incentivized to issue as many smart cards as possible. Similarly, in the hospitals, since the beneficiary carries a credit of 30,000 rupees in his smart card, the businesses are incentivized, the private sector hospitals are incentivized to encourage their visits and get money from the insurance company. So it's basically a public-private partnership to make a social sector scheme work.
The money which the hospital will get from the insurance company.
In a recent conference in Delhi, many companies came together to discuss the future of the scheme. The success of the scheme has meant that many countries are now keen to copy it. Venezuela, Bangladesh, Nepal and Pakistan have already expressed their interest in it.
Since it is working on the ground in different kind of terrain in India, which is very difficult in so many states, now it has reached to 26 states in India. So that's where the countries got very excited here, many countries, when they see that they have a similar situation in their own country and one scheme is working in this kind of situation here in India. So that's why they get very enthusiastic about the scheme. And when we talk to many countries in this region and some countries in Africa also, where they got exposed to this kind of scheme, they were very keen, and many countries are keen to actually come and visit India and see how the scheme is working here.
Insurance companies are going around villages trying to draw in more people. Nearly 65% of India's poor get into debt each year because of illness. So it's important to prevent more people from sinking deeper into poverty. Finally, the government seems to have a winning model with the first market-driven welfare scheme where all the players, the insurance companies, hospitals and patients get to benefit.
That was Shilpa Cannon there with that report.